This clip is sponsored by American Mobile. If you're a nurse interested in traveling, visit americanmobile.com to get started.
But then there's a couple of other clips where I'm talking about what the bill actually would be and the ratios and how it would be, 1 to 2 in ICU and 1 in trauma units and 3 on step-down units and 4 on med-surg units. And I mean, nurses they can't even, they're like, this is crazy. I would come back to nursing if this was the case. This would be a dream. Like all of the things that people are saying. And I'm like, this is what our legislators need to hear. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's just safe.
Yeah,
it's what's safe for the patient. That's what people need to understand. This is not so that, we can have a nice cushy job. We would still be working really hard. It would still be stressful. We would still be dealing with people's lives. We would still be having to, deal with family members and deal with all the stress.
But you have more time to be compassionate. You have time to think. Like, I've been very fortunate in my staffing ratios, even as a traveler too. I've never had more than 6, I think, at a time. And that was in acute care. I've been very fortunate in that way. But like even having 4 to do a exceptional job, you still don't sit down, I mean, that like the amount of work, because we are given so much, the amount of work never ends. There's always more that you can do. It's just whether or not you can do a good job if you're, packing on like 6, 7, 8. I can't even imagine. I cannot imagine the type of ratios some people across the U.S. have to deal with. Like no wonder, people. It's a type of burnout that I've been fortunate to never be able to experience.
That's really amazing. I think that's wonderful. I think that what a lot of people don't understand is that it is truly a public safety issue. It is absolutely, people's lives are at risk. I guarantee you countless lives have been lost because of nurses having too many patients and not being able to be in multiple places at once, and something going wrong with one patient and them not being able to recognize it because they're spread so thin.
Right.
And I think a lot of the public, a lot of times they don't understand that the doctors are not the ones there monitoring these patients. They're not the ones there doing the work with the eyes and ears on the patients and literally responsible for the patients. The doctors are somewhere else. Yeah. And they're available if they're needed in an emergent situation. But if the nurse is not available to recognize the emergency, the doctor's not going to know it. Yeah.